Apple Knight 2 is an excellent sequel that improves on everything that made the first game so good. The pixel graphics is sharp, the controls are precise, and the platforming is exceptionally fluid. Combat is quick and fluid, with several weapons and skills to explore with. The levels are cleverly constructed, with hidden mysteries and fascinating exploration. The game maintains an excellent mix between difficulty and accessibility, making it enjoyable for both casual and experienced players. If you enjoy action platformers with a vintage feel, this is a must-play. Loadpunk Mayhem is a vertical shoot-'em-up that combines bullet hell anarchy and a cel-shaded look. Players may pick from 3 pilots, each with their own spacecraft and specialized armament, and destroy opposing vehicles as they navigate through post-apocalyptic stages. To keep going and scoring, they must acquire fuel, warp-enabled stopwatches, chain combos, and explosives. The game has a rigorous online leaderboard system that allows users to put their fighting abilities to the test. Players can pick between tanks, helicopters, armored aircraft, and monster vehicles. Xuan Yuan Sword 7 delivers a solid mix of action and ancient Chinese mythology, with a story that feels grounded yet immersive. The combat feels responsive, weapons carry weight, and the combo system keeps battles engaging. Environments are detailed, and the soundtrack fits each moment well. Characters are well voiced and developed through dialogue and lore. It's a game that keeps momentum through its mix of exploration and storytelling. For those seeking a focused journey through myth and swordplay, this one definitely holds attention. Rainbow Moon is a role-playing game that emphasizes exploration, character development, and strategic turn-based combat. Players may customize and increase the powers of 6 primary characters by equipping them with upgradable weapons, armor, and accessories. The game lasts about 40 hours and includes 50 distinct quests and 20 difficult dungeons. Baldrin, a cursed character, must shut a dimensional doorway to preserve his world from catastrophe. The game's exploration, character growth, and strategic combat enthrall players. Thronebreaker is a single-player role-playing game set in the universe of The Witcher, ruled by Meve, a vindictive queen. The game continues her quest to defend her realm from a Nilfgaardian invasion, which threatens the world's future. The game has an entirely new epic story, thought-provoking objectives, and a wide cast of characters. Players can explore new and intriguing areas, save towns, and collect precious resources. They may also personalize their combat camp, gather resources, and empower their allies. The game also includes epic battles in which players must gather an army of characters. Massi is an epic game set in a world where betrayal and tragedy have broken Numidia, the once great kingdom. Players must retake their kingdom and set off on an epic journey full of intense battles, smart strategy, and adventure. The game has a dynamic fighting system that allows players to learn new powers and tailor their skill set. Players may travel across a variety of landscapes, face up against powerful enemies, and discover new realms with distinct challenges and stories. Players may also gather and invest in strong equipment to improve their skills and looks. Rugrats: Adventures in Gameland is a lighthearted throwback packed with retro vibes and nostalgia. The pixel art is clean and fun, and each level feels like a fresh playground with clever platforming. Characters move with simplicity, but there's care in every animation and environment. Music keeps the energy up, fitting the playful tone without going overboard. It's easy to jump in and enjoy, whether replaying levels or just enjoying the vibe. A fun reminder that imagination and friendship still make for great adventures. This colorful burst of platforming fun features crisp controls, appealing graphics, and unexpectedly imaginative level design. Aero's moveset feels amazing, combining acrobatics and cunning fighting to make each stage new. The villainous Zeebo returns with new tricks, adding a new layer to the classic rivalry. Boss fights are imaginative, and the soundtrack captures the retro vibe while remaining energetic. It's a nostalgic treat with modern polish, perfect for fans of old-school platformers looking for something familiar yet refreshingly fun. Samurai Kento hits hard with bold pixel art and a moody soundtrack that keeps the tone just right. Combat feels smooth and responsive, with every slash and dash rewarding timing and focus. Level design keeps things fresh, with clever enemy placements and smart pacing throughout. Boss fights are intense without feeling unfair, pushing players to adapt. Dialogue is short but effective, adding just enough flavor without slowing things down. A solid mix of style and action that respects both retro roots and modern touches. Aero the Acro-Bat Rascal Rival Revenge is a magnificent revival of the classic platforming adventure featuring the colorful bait Aero. Set in a bizarre carnival, players must navigate painstakingly designed stages filled with unusual obstacles and odd opponents. The game features precision platforming, acrobatics, hidden mysteries, and treasures. However, the game's tight controls may irritate new players. Despite this, it is a genuine tribute to 90s platformers, capturing the essence of the era with its vibrant visual style, catchy music, and amusing story. REPLIKATOR is a top-down shooter game set in an abandoned space scientific facility. Players fight as interstellar mercenaries against mad machines and ectoplasmic creatures. The game has a dynamic warfare system that requires frequent mobility and precision targeting. The complex is procedurally produced, resulting in a unique and demanding experience. Key elements include a bird's-eye view of the action, 4 separate playable characters each with their own set of qualities, weapons and abilities, and a wide range of levels. Gynoug slams into the screen with old-school energy and wild imagination. Enemy designs are freaky in the best way, with a non-stop parade of weird creatures and massive bosses. The soundtrack pounds with retro vibes, keeping the adrenaline high. Controls are sharp, and the power-up system keeps things intense without feeling unfair. It's a blast through chaos, with visuals that lean into their weirdness confidently. For anyone into arcade-style shooters, this one hits the sweet spot with style, challenge, and just enough madness to keep things fresh. Mugen Souls Z is a wild, over-the-top RPG packed with massive damage numbers, colorful visuals, and absurd humor. Combat leans into strategy with its combo-heavy mechanics and customizable characters. The outrageous cast keeps things light with their eccentric banter, while the endless leveling and loot systems give plenty to chew on. Its unapologetically anime style and chaotic energy make it hard to look away. There's an odd charm in its ridiculousness that makes it feel like a genre party that never quite slows down. Kingdom of Arcadia is a charming retro-style action platformer that hits the sweet spot between nostalgia and accessibility. With pixel-perfect visuals and a catchy chiptune soundtrack, it captures the magic of classic Metroidvania adventures. The level design is straightforward but satisfying, offering just enough challenge to keep things engaging without feeling punishing. Combat is smooth, and upgrading your gear adds a fun layer of progression. It's an ideal pick for players who love light exploration, with a nostalgic twist and a rewarding gameplay loop. Apple Knight is an action platformer RPG with appealing graphics and exciting gameplay. Players go on an epic journey across massive levels brimming with secret gems, missions, and priceless rewards. They encounter challenging bosses and foes, such as wizards, knights, and monsters. Key features include customizable equip, secret region exploration, fluent movement and animation, endless adventure mode, several difficulty settings, and the ability to play as 2 different characters. Customize your armor, pets, weapons, and talents to improve your abilities. Urban Trial Tricky is a wild, colorful stunt bike game packed with personality and energy. The controls feel smooth, and chaining tricks mid-air is super satisfying once the rhythm kicks in. The levels are short and snappy, making them great for quick sessions, and the upbeat soundtrack matches the tone perfectly. There's a playful sense of chaos in every flip and spin, and the visual style keeps things light and fun. As a stunt-based arcade game, it hits the mark with style, making it easy to jump into and hard to put down.
Awesome!
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is a masterpiece of storytelling and world-building. Playing as Geralt, you're immersed in a dark, beautiful fantasy world teeming with rich lore, compelling characters, and meaningful choices. The combat feels satisfying, and the side quests often rival main stories in other games. Visually impressive and packed with content, it's easy to lose hours exploring every corner. From monster hunting to moral dilemmas, every moment feels handcrafted. It's a triumph of immersive design and one of the finest RPGs ever experienced. The Flame in the Flood Complete Edition is a beautifully haunting survival adventure with a soulful charm. Its hand-drawn art style and atmospheric folk soundtrack create an immersive journey down a procedurally generated river. The gameplay balances exploration, crafting, and survival in a way that feels both tense and rewarding. Managing hunger, health, and the elements keeps you on your toes, while the emotional story of Scout and her dog Aesop adds heart. It's a hidden gem that quietly draws you in and doesn't let go. SOULVARS is a deck-building game that incorporates the Soulbit technology to improve gameplay. Soulbit actions and deck-controlling skills let players to perform over 100 spectacular plays. The game blends complex deck-building strategy with fast-paced RPG fights to provide an engaging gaming experience. The game includes dynamic pixel art animations and turn-based tactical planning, with each enemy encounter serving as a new puzzle to solve. In a future where human souls may be digitized, dominators threaten mankind. Demian starts on a voyage with his jump characters, hoping to adjust to his new surroundings and realize his true self. The game takes players on a voyage through the jump dimensions, a fantasy environment where Demian participates in strategic combat using puzzle solving and stealth technique. Players may utilize the unique powers of their jump companions via power and assist combos, as well as tactical approaches such as status inflicting or crowd control abilities. This tactical challenge is appropriate for players of all ages and skill levels. The Last Hero Journey to the Unknown hits the mark with its moody art style, engaging combat, and moody soundtrack. The pacing feels just right, with each area adding fresh mechanics without overwhelming. Enemies are smart enough to keep every battle interesting, and the world design rewards curiosity with secrets tucked in clever spots. Dialogue stays snappy, never dragging down the momentum. Easily one of those adventures that lingers in the mind thanks to its tone, atmosphere, and satisfying gameplay loop. Garlic slams into the action platformer scene with punchy gameplay, slick controls, and a wild sense of humor. Each level cranks up the challenge without ever feeling unfair, and the pixel art explodes with style. The boss fights are pure adrenaline, matched with clever level design and laugh-out-loud moments. It's weird in all the right ways, balancing absurdity with satisfying precision. Momentum stays high, with just enough chaos to keep things fresh. A bold, fun-packed jump fest that's hard to put down. One More Dungeon packs retro charm with pixel art style and procedurally generated levels that keep each run fresh. The blend of first-person shooting and roguelike mechanics creates a fun challenge with just the right amount of pressure. Progression feels rewarding, and the enemies, though simple, keep players on their toes. It's easy to pick up, hard to put down, and offers just enough variety to keep things interesting. A solid pick for short bursts of dungeon crawling with a nostalgic twist. Arcana of Paradise the Tower brings a refreshing mix of deck building and real-time combat, wrapped in a unique hand-drawn art style. The twin-stick control scheme works smoothly, making every decision feel urgent without overwhelming. Its mix of mystery and strategy keeps tension high with each floor climbed. The roguelike structure adds replay value, and the childlike characters contrast well with the game's darker undertones. A solid choice for those looking for something distinct and smart in the roguelike genre. One Lonely Outpost creates a calm, rewarding rhythm of exploration and building. With its retro sci-fi art style and laid-back pacing, there's something deeply satisfying about turning a barren planet into a thriving colony. Farming, mining, and connecting with settlers all feel purposeful without being overwhelming. The gradual sense of progress keeps things engaging, while small discoveries add depth to the world. A thoughtful game that rewards patience and curiosity with quiet progress and a strong sense of atmosphere. Justice Ninja Casey hits hard with slick side-scrolling action, responsive controls, and a sharp retro aesthetic that feels fresh yet familiar. The pixel art pops, and each level pushes momentum forward with satisfying rhythm. Combat stays energetic without feeling overwhelming, while stealth segments add welcome variety. Boss fights bring just enough challenge to stay engaging without frustration. It's a straightforward beat-em-up that knows exactly what it wants to be and executes with confidence, attitude, and an unmistakable sense of style. Urban Trial Playground brings a sunny, stunt-filled twist to the side-scrolling motorcycle genre. With its vibrant beachside setting and combo-focused gameplay, each run feels like a chance to outdo the last. The controls feel smooth, making tricks satisfying to land, and chasing high scores adds serious replay value. Customization adds personality, and the upbeat tone keeps things light and fun. While it may not be the deepest game, its arcade-style fun and breezy presentation make it easy to come back to for another ride. UnderDungeon leans into its retro style with confidence, minimalist visuals, snappy dialogue, and clever humor work together to build a strange but satisfying world. Combat is simple yet fun, with oddball weapons and enemies that keep things fresh. Pacing stays steady, switching between dungeons, puzzles, and side quests without dragging. The writing keeps things light while still pushing forward with fun twists. There's a rhythm to the madness that keeps every section interesting. An unexpected gem that keeps getting better the deeper it goes. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked any one of these games, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. And stay awesome.
In the face.